Field, H.A. Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mean Green offense will take the field and they'll get this thing underway. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him.
There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Got his man.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that. They
have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Quarterback making checks. Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third-and-goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense comes out, and they'll take over for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. They'll move the wide receiver.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run break.
Reels it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Pocket breaking down, and they got him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll run it again. Could be an alley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Jackson gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Working that left side now. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Jackson will throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. My defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes a catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on second and short. Back to pass. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. Here's a little room there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time.
What a great run there. On third and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like third and 1 to get first downs.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. North Texas will have to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The sure hands, it's Callaway. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here comes the heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The run inside. It's Alexander. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 20. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time.
Makes the grab in their space. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him corralled. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
It's complete on the right side.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Jackson will throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. On the spin move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Mean Green. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always...
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hayes. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately. Get started. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Reese. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly, Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Zone equals eyes. Covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the and holding on to a first half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings, the Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State taking on the FIU Panthers. And it's Jacksonville State with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home. Back now to your game in Tulsa. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Tulsa picked up that last first down through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Keeps it on 1st down. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alston. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the turn at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they... There he goes! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Texas will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. The coverage team was down there to corral. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Oh, they're after him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Makes the catch. It's Callaway. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. The run inside. It's Alston. Jumped on top of the pile. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On the ground, it's Alston. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Running inside, it's Davis. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. With the draw, it's Davis. Makes a man miss. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Alston. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Hayes. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Hard running there. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
touch back the ball. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Find maybe some room here. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown, North Texas. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Tulsa wasting no time.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davis. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his... North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him in the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled, and the Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Got a man, it's Alston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. He's at the... and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And that's exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The run inside. It's White. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab on the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. North Texas really has it going on offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Alexander. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. North Texas will come to the line with a first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Tulsa wasting no time.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Nice grab in traffic. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Finds his man. Big guy tries to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown, North Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. Pile up.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.